Just to give you a heads up, we bleach all of our sewer hoses. So when you're hooking the sewer hose up, if it's wet at all, just be careful of your clothing because we do bleach them. We do rinse them quite well too, but just in case. At the campsite, you're gonna find a dump receptacle. The dump receptacle is gonna look something like this. Sometimes it might be white or black with cement around it, but make sure to check with your campground host as to what one is exactly the dump receptacle. You then open this, the connector is right here. You're gonna drop that connector right down into that sewer hose and it creates a nice solid place for that to sit. When you go to dump your tank, there is a little bit of pressure, so you wanna make sure to go ahead and hold that. And we'll get into dumping in just a minute. First, we're gonna hook it up. So the other end of the sewer hose, you'll notice has some teeth on it. Those teeth are gonna hook to nubs down here on the sewer connector. So with this one, you have a sewer cap on there, and that's gonna keep anything, just in case there was a little dribble or something. So when I go to hook the sewer hose up, what I do is I hold the sewer hose down below and I turn the cap. That way, if anything dribbles, it can dribble right down into that sewer hose. Remove the cap, get it out of your way, and you'll notice that there's nubs here. Those nubs are gonna hook right into the teeth of the sewer hose. So you put it on and turn it and lock it into place. You wanna make sure that's locked because when you dump your tanks and they're full, there's quite a lot of pressure in there and you don't want that coming off. So make sure it's connected. Notice the handles are labeled with color coding, black and gray. Gray representing your shower water and your kitchen sink. Black representing your bathroom sink and your toilet water. Of course, the black being the dirtier. Therefore, you're gonna wanna dump the black first. Gray second to flush behind. Now, all of our rentals have absolutely the world's most fabulous feature on it, which is gonna be a black tank flush. And what that means is it's going to have high pressure sprayers that clean out the debris left in the black tank for you so that it keeps it clean and sanitary. The way that you hook up this black tank flush is you're going to grab the water hose. You're gonna hook the water hose to the spigot. Then you're gonna go over here to the side of the motorhome where it says black waste tank flush, and you're gonna hook the hose right into there. When you do this process, make sure that black valve is open, because if the black valve is not open, the water has to go somewhere and the only place for it to go is up in the motorhome. So the process of using the black tank flush, black valve open, then turn on your water and let it clean out the tank. I usually let that run for several minutes so that it gets any debris out. Then go ahead and pull your gray valve and dump that. Now, since we have the water hose here, let's go ahead and show you how to hook up the water at the campsite when you get to your campsite. So this is only for the black tank flush. This is not gonna provide you water into the campsite or into the motorhome. So when you get to your campsite, you're gonna hook the water hose to the spigot. You'll notice here there's a brass piece. This brass piece is a water pressure regulator that takes the water down to 45 PSI so that it doesn't overpressurize the lines in the motorhome. The reason that we have electrical taped this piece to the hose is because we don't want you to have to remember where to disconnect the hose at your end of your camping trip. So we have electrical taped them together. That way they stay connected. When you connect, you're gonna twist the orange piece to connect, and of course, undo the orange piece. The important piece to hooking up to the water is filling your water hose with water first. So, spigot on, away from you, or your friends, in case you wanna get them wet, maybe you would put it on them. And you're gonna let that water, let your hose fill up. As soon as you have water coming out the hose, turn it off and hold it up in the air. Now, the reason we're doing this is because you have 25 feet of air there. If you just hook this to the side of the motorhome, the very first faucet you go to turn on, it's just gonna spew all in your face, all the air and water. So we want it full of water first. Then we're gonna come over here to city fill. On the city fill, this is where we're gonna hook in the city source of water. This does not fill the tank. The only purpose of this is going directly into the water lines. So now you're gonna take your hose and you're gonna connect it here. Once you have that fully connected, go ahead and turn on the spigot, and you have water flowing to the motorhome. This will go directly into the hot water heater, the shower, the bathroom sink, the kitchen sink, the toilet, hit all of your water spots.